G'day everyone, welcome to Mount Scar Models. Caught myself on the hop here. Another video on the 1/72 scale Hasegawa P-38 Lightning. Just touching up a couple little bits here, so if you hear a rattle in the background, it's probably just my compressor. I have got the construction work done on this thing. I'm just fixing up a little bit of a blemish that I missed when I put on some of the NATO black just as a base coat. I found a seam line on the side of the nacelle there that I missed, but I'm starting to lay down a bit of natural grey on the undersurface of this. I NATO blacked it first. I think it's a bit more of a neutral colour than, well, better base colour I think than just a black. I think black's really a harsh colour. Then yeah, I'm just going to be working on doing some different shades of olive drab on the top. I've masked off the nose in the red, and yeah, it's going together well. This is a really nice little 1/72 scale aircraft kit. I'd highly recommend it. It had hardly any filler in this kit at all, and it has some really fine trailing edges on the kit. Everything lines up well. Put a bit of weight in the nose. Just minimal filler. I've saved a few of the panel lines being raised, and it's come along quite well. I've just got to do some little touch-ups here, there and everywhere where I've been trying to add some highlights in a few different areas on this kit, just to give it some sort of definition and of panel lines and a bit of depth around the panel lines. So I'm hoping this is going to work out alright. I'm thinking once I get a gloss coat over it and then put a little bit of like a clay wash over it, it'll work well and give me some sort of depth to the kit. But yeah, I've nearly got her ready to be done, and I just thought I'd do a video while I was tinkering around and say it is a really nice model kit to build. I'll show you what I have got done to it so far. I've got a few bits and pieces in the box here that's ready for assembly. I've still got to fit the rockets underneath it for the European version. I've got the drop tanks painted. The propellers are all cleaned up. These propellers are really nice and thin, really beautiful, moulded for the age of the kit propellers. I got the wheels done, or the main gear, the main set of main wheels. I can't even speak properly at the moment either, but these have got really nice detail on them for an old model kit, and some nice tie tread which I've worn down a little bit anyway because there was a tiny seam mark around them, but they're really nicely detailed. And I painted these up. I've probably said it 100 times. I think the best tie black colour at the moment getting around is the Tamiya XF85. This rubber black. Maybe a personal choice. I think that the AK stuff that I was using, or the German grey on Tamiya, it just wasn't quite right. It just doesn't have that sort of rubbery black look to it. I know that some of the black wasn't really dyed black. The tyres had that black dye in them, of course, but I just think they look a lot nicer. I've used some of my favourite red paint, which I'm finding hard to get now, on the spinners of the nose cone, which is the Tamiya lacquer range of paint. I really do like this. It does stink to all high hell, but it is a really nice paint to use. It dries hard, dries quickly, and you can just get on with building the model as quick. You don't have to sit around too long and wait for paint to dry to go to that next assembly. of course, I've got to paint the propellers black, yellow tips on the end of them, and then I think it's just going to, with that, with the red spinners and the red nose and a bit of the artwork on the model kit, I think it will come up okay. Underneath here, I've cut some masks. You might be able to see for they have round identify discs on the tails on both sides. I used a template to cut those out, and I sprayed Tamiya white, flat white in there. So the painting, yeah, it's just gonna experiment now with some olive drab. I'm looking forward to getting a 1/48 scale new tooled P-38 from Tamiya, and I'm just going to use this as a test bed to get some of the different variations of weathered olive drab on top of the wings. But it's a really, really good kit, guys. It really is. I've really enjoyed building it. It's a simple kit. It goes together well. The only thing, I've masked up a couple of pieces of the canopy here. There is some really, really fine framework in this canopy once the mask comes off, and I'll show you. I reckon I'm going to have a crack at hand brushing that in there, because I found it that fine, the canopy detail in this scale, that it was really, really hard to mask it up. So I just masked up the basic heavy parts of the canopy framework, and then I'll try to get the rest in by very fine brush, and just see how that goes. So I've got to mask this off again, paint this wheel well, back the aluminium, same with these ones, but I'm finding it easier now to mask this area off and actually paint once the main painting has done. Going to try, as another experiment on this kit as well, I'm going to be using the AK chipping pencils in the silver and a few different colours to try to get some streaking and some staining around the superchargers on top, and also some silvers for a little bit of chipping around the aircraft, just to see how that works out, because I'm really interested in seeing how they work. So thank you everyone for tuning in. Only a short video, and I hope your projects are going well. This one has been a quite enjoyable kit. It really has. So far so good. Touch wood. It hasn't stuffed up. So until next time, we'll try the final reveal video would be next, and we're just going to experiment with some paints. I'm going to go with the Tamiya olive drab out of the bottle. Then I'm going to try to highlight some of these panel lines first, and then I'm going to go back and try to highlight some of the to bring the olive drab up with some buffs and some dark yellow colours to lighten the olive drab up, the Tamiya olive drab, and then try to get some sort of, some variations in some panel lines, and then clear coat, decals, wash, flat coat, and we'll see what she looks like. Then a bit of chipping. I'm pretty sure that I'll have to run my chipping over the flat coat, because I think it's the only way these pencils are going to work. So that's it, guys. Raving on now. Stay tuned to the next video on this one, and then we've got the Frankie Day seaplane group build video still going, as you've probably seen, or if you haven't seen, it'll be coming up soon. And then we've got the cargo plane group build update on the Curtis Commando, and so there's a fair bit happening. Just trying to get things done one-handed. Alright guys, that's enough. I'll talk to you later.